Your values hold a key to your harmony, but first you have to stop abandoning them and become honest with yourself to find balance. So, what is going on in your environment that is causing your mind and your body to abandon your values, and how are you its victim? Then let's find out what is hiding in the shadows. What is it that is keeping you from living out the highest form of your values? So let's uncover what that is by using the energy of this human design transit that started on October 20th in Gate 50 values. So my intention for this video is to help you to understand the energy of Gate 50 values, how it looks and feels in its shadows, as well as provide you with some journal prompts so that you can reflect and journal to do your inner work, your shadow work, and uncover what is hiding in your shadows that is keeping you from living out the highest form of your values as part of your self-discovery and healing to support your well-being, your health, your joy, and your prosperity. So grab your notebook or your journal and something to write with. Feel free to grab some tea and a candle, and let's get started. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome to Dvn Bluprnt, where we help you to awaken the divine design in you. And if you're not new, then welcome back. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because it helps getting the message out to others. Now, before we get into the shadow of Gate 50 values, let me take a moment to explain what are shadows and how they are formed. Now, understanding this part of the video will help you to set the foundation for the remaining parts of the video. Now, as human beings, our bodies consist of energy that are made up of thoughts, atoms, and so forth. And this energy vibrates up and down, and this is what is known as polarity. Now, this polarity is your single unified energetic personality, also known as your true authentic self, your true energy. And when your energy constantly vibrates in a lower scale due to some form of fear, instead of your energy vibrating up and down, it starts to vibrate left and right. And this left and right vibration creates dual energetic personalities. And this is known as duality, split energetic personalities, the shadow, and I call this the mask. Now, shadows are formed due to some type of fear, and this fear is associated to a belief that you have accepted. And the acceptance of this belief has caused you to compromise yourself and give away your authority, your value to the belief, becoming its victim. Now, this victimization is expressed through your words and your emotional behaviors. And these behaviors may seem normal to you because you've constantly expressed them throughout your whole life, and your body feels very comfortable in that emotional state. Now, these beliefs and behavior causes you to either blame others or feel shame in order for you to abandon your values and to keep you in an addictive state of suffering, struggling, and in misery. And it is what is depleting your energy. It is what is lowering your self-worth. It is what is keeping you stuck. It is what is making you feel unmotivated, causing you to make poor decisions. And as a result, you suffer their hard consequences in your relationships and your finances and everything around you. Now, until you have the willpower to recognize the belief and the repeated behavioral patterns, the thoughts that are associated to those beliefs that are constantly circling in your mind, you will continue to be their victim. You will continue to compromise your power, and you will continue to wear the mask. Now, when you are in a state of suffering, you may feel like shadows are bad, but in actuality, they're not. They are a part of your spiritual growth and development, and their purpose is to help you to see different aspects of yourself that you are expressing that are not from a place of love and valuing yourself. They are the areas where you have given up your willpower and you have compromised, where you have shut down different parts of yourself and keeping your vibration low. Now, love is what keeps your vibration high, and it's based on adventure, which can only be experienced when you take the risk and break free from the mind and you live from an open heart. This is where you live in unity with all. And when you are in unity with all, you know your value, you know your worth, and you know that you are divine. Now, to help you see these different aspects of yourself, you have to start recognizing what they look like so that you can start changing the belief in the behaviors and the thoughts that are associated with them. Now, this is where the human design transits come in. You see, the human design transits occur every 5 to 6 days, and these transits temporarily highlight specific energetic gates, allowing you to consciously interact with the specific energies and the shadows that it expresses to help you to do your inner work, your shadow work, in a more focused way, to help you with identifying those patterns and those shadows, to break those old beliefs that are depleting your energy and that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you struggling and addicted to some form of suffering, so that you can start to raise your vibration and restore your energy to its true polarity. Now, when working with the energy of these transits, it is very helpful that you know your human design blueprint so that you can start focusing on healing your unique energetic blueprint. And if you're new to human design, we offer human design readings to help you to understand your energy so that you can learn how to manage it by making decisions and taking actions that are specifically to you. Now, we are all born with a unique way of using our energy, but society, our parents, our community, and etc. has encouraged us to use our energy the same way as everyone else. And this is where the compromise comes into play. You see, this misuse of energy is what is causing you to lack motivation, to procrastinate, to struggle, and to feel stuck. So aligning yourself back to your energetic blueprint will allow you to call back your depleted energy so that you can be whole and well. So check out our link in the description box to learn how you can book a reading today. Now let's get into the energy of Gate 50 values. Now from October 20 to October 24th, the Human Design Transit will be in the energy of Gate 50 values. And during this time is your opportunity to detach yourself and become the observer of how the shadow of this energy is affecting you. Now the energy of Gate 50 values lives in the spleen center, and the spleen center is part of the solar plex. This part of the center is the center of your physical awareness in the present moment and whether you are holding on to things that no longer serve you or not. You see, it's your right to act, and this is the home of your personal power, your intuition, your instincts, and it's the area that helps you to set your personal boundaries. Now, when you're living in the shadow of your spleen, you will live in a state of shame because you lack self-respect and you fear rejection. And this lack causes you to not trust your instinct, making it hard for you to discern what is the right action to take, causing you to lower your internal boundaries. And as a result, you dishonor yourself. Now, living in the shadow of Gate 50 values, you become a victim to your environment, your surroundings, and your environment plays an important role in who you are. From the moment you were born, your environment, the people, the places that surrounded you shaped your ideals, your beliefs, and your behaviors. They shaped your fears and how you see the world, how you compare yourself to others, what you value, and how you value it. What if the values that you have were corrupted? They were fraudulent, deceptive, because your environment was in disharmony. The people, the places you're surrounding, and this disharmony has caused you to abandon what you truly value, what is deeply hidden inside you. But your disharmony environment made you feel that you are not worthy enough to have them. Therefore, you relinquish your values for someone else's. So now it's time to detach and become the observer. And here are the first set of journal prompts you can reflect and journal on. 1. What values do you currently have that was given to you by your family or your community or etc.? 2. What are the beliefs that are associated with these values and why? 3. Who gave you these values? 4. How do these values influence your decisions and actions and why? 5. Does these values represent who you truly are, or are you holding on to them due to the fear of going against the grain? And last 6, what would you change the value to in order to accept and trust your inner guidance? Now take time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. The shadow energy of Gate 50 values show up as an addiction of dishonesty. This dishonesty is due to the corruption, the fraudulent, deceptive values that you have. Now these values caused your body to become out of balance, lacking discipline, and making it hard for you to take action, to stand up for yourself and take care of yourself. Now, when your body's out of balance, dis-ease starts to develop, and this dis-easement causes you to stay in a constant fear of rejection, constantly depleting your life force energy and making you its victim. So now it's time again to detach and become the observer. And here are the second set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What values do you feel have caused your body to be out of balance? What part of your body and why? 2. How has these values caused you to reject yourself and therefore you have stopped taking care of yourself? And last 3, what changes would you have to make to your values to start standing up for yourself and allow yourself to connect with your inner wisdom and heal? So take time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. Now this Gate 50 value shadow has 2 emotional behavior patterns. One is a freeze or fawn pattern and the other is a fight or flight pattern. Now the freeze or fawn pattern causes you to feel overwhelmed, and this overwhelmed feeling is because your values are corrupted and they don't protect your well-being. They don't protect your dreams. They don't protect you. Therefore, you overuse your body to compensate for your lack of inner value, your fear of not being able to stand up on your own. Now, the fight or flight pattern causes you to be angry because you lack values. And this anger makes you irresponsible and makes you careless and reckless, not taking accountability for yourself. And instead of standing up for yourself, you use your body to stand on others, to get ahead, to bully people. This is the pattern of the criminal, the scammer, the shifty business person, and many industries. Now, both of these shadow energies make you a victim of your disharmony environment. The freeze or fawn is rooted in fear, and the fight or flight is rooted in anger. So now it's time again to detach and become the observer. Here are the third set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. Which emotional behavior pattern do you tend to express more, the freeze or fawn or the fight or flight, and why? 2. Looking back, what would you say have been the root cause of your disharmony environment that created the fear, your corrupted values, and are making you feel overwhelmed, and why? And last 3, looking back, what would you say would have been the root cause of your disharmony environment that created the anger, your lack of values, and is making you irresponsible and a bully, and why? So take time and reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. Now, cleaning up corrupted values starts with finding balance, and balance allows you to weigh what values serve your best interests. It allows you to uncover what values bring out your creativity, tap into your instincts, and attract what is necessary in your life. This is your feminine energy. It also allows you to uncover what values motivate you, what your intentions are, and how you will remove any obstacles in your way. This is your masculine energy. Now, balanced values hold the key to your inner peace, your inner guidance, your inner stability. But in order to find balance, you have to be completely honest with yourself of your likes, your dislikes, your reasoning why you are willing to still hold on to corrupted values. You have to be willing to take responsibility for yourself and allow others to take responsibility for themselves. Now, are you willing to face your fear and make the necessary changes to your corrupted values, or will you continue to stay their victim? Now it's time again to detach and become the observer one more time, and here are the last set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What values do you have to change to allow yourself to have balance in your life, and why? 2. How will you decide which value is best for you and why? 3. What new values will you have to put in place that aligns to you and allow you the freedom to express both your masculine and feminine energies? 4. What actions will you have to take in order to make the changes to these values and have balance? And last 5, what internal boundaries will you have to put in place to ensure that your new values and their actions do not restrict you and cause you to revert back to living in your shadow? Now take the time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's move into the importance of setting boundaries. Now, the ultimate goal of values is to allow you to live in a state of harmony and wholeness, allowing you to honor yourself, live with integrity within yourself and outside of yourself. But to get to harmony, you have to find balance. And in order to find balance, you have to understand what values are corrupted, creating dishonesty in your environment. And once you have identified them and made the necessary changes, then setting internal boundaries are important because they help you to stay accountable for how you love, value, and honor yourself. You see, they help you to determine the level of trust that you have within yourself. And as a result, you are very mindful of how you give away your personal, mental, and emotional power so that you don't deplete your energy. And they help you to stay connected to your spiritual support team so that you can always see, smell, hear, feel the truth. You see, your boundaries should be helping you with making decisions and taking actions so that you're not compromising who you are and how you will no longer allow yourself to wear the mask and live in their shadow state. Now, your boundaries' job is to allow you to stay in a single polarity. This is the balance, and therefore you are expressing your true self. You are in complete control of who you are. You're being fully grounded to receive the inspiration from the divine, to having the mental clarity to transform that inspiration into your creative expression so that you can take that creative expression to confidently be seen and heard. So remember to always take time to think about what boundaries do you currently have in place and whether those boundaries are allowing you to stay connected and expressing your true, authentic self. Now, I have an exclusive 9-week mentorship program in our online university that will help you on your self-discovering healing journey. You see, this mentorship program is limited to a small group of people who are interested in learning how to get out of constantly living in their shadows and are ready to take back control of their life. Now, during this mentorship program, we will focus on building and strengthening your internal boundaries. And the goal is to help you to learn how to drop the struggle, the addiction to some form of suffering, the procrastination, your lack of motivation, the things that are depleting your energy due to you compromising to agree to put on the mask and live in your shadow. You see, these shadows came about because of the beliefs that were created out of some form of fear, and you are now expressing their behaviors unconsciously, and as a result, you are experiencing their hard consequences, which is causing you to devalue yourself. Now, these beliefs and behaviors have moved you further away from your soul's mission, vision, and values, which are all required when making decisions and taking action. So to learn more about this exclusive mini mentorship program and to grab your seat before they're all taken up, then click the A Time For You link in the description box. I look forward to seeing you in our next program. And if you haven't already booked your human design reading, then click the link in the description box to book your reading today. Now, the last thing I would like to mention before ending this video is that while you are processing your emotions during this transit, it is important to create some form of grounding practice to help you with staying connected, grounded, rooted on earth, balanced, and calm during this energy. You can also connect with your spleen to understand what emotions are you holding on to due to unresolved relationships, grief over someone you lost, a loss of a job, or even drastic changes in your life. Now, these transits, this energy is available for all of us to use if you choose to or not. And if you decide to use it as part of your inner work, your shadow work for self-discovery and your healing journey, as part of helping you to activate higher levels of your DNA, the memories of your ancestors, your bloodline, and create new values to move you and them forward, then make sure you're following your human design transit and authority. So during this time, stop abandoning your values and become honest because they hold a key to your harmony in this Gate 50 values transit. And don't forget to like so that others can see and share, so that others can learn and heal, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you're notified when a new video has been posted. Now feel free to leave a comment and let us know what Gate 50 value is revealing to you.